Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Target Loot today for October 5th. The series that shows you the Target Loot map, farming tips and tricks, vendor reset highlights, and much more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing the subscribe, like, and share buttons below. And if you're extra awesome, you can check the pinned comment for all sorts of links like becoming a member of the channel, joining my Discord and clan, merch store, all that good stuff. And today we hit 5,000 subscribers, so I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed because they enjoy my content. I really appreciate the support. You guys are amazing. Thanks again, agents. So let's get started with the Dark Zones first and the highlights from the DZ vendors, then DC, and then finally New York City Target Loot highlights last. So in the clan we got the mechanical animal, and remember today's the last day for all this and vendor resets tomorrow. We got a D50 at the White House if you don't want to go after the Liberty, or if you want to go after the Liberty, you need a D50 to craft it after you do the 3 missions in a row or whatever that is. And then over here in the DZ West, we got Wyvernware. So if you want to farm for the Claws Out holster with plus 500% melee damage and 10% pistol damage, you can farm that today in DZ West. Over here in DZ South, we got a Matador at the DZ vendor. It's rolled with weapon damage, crit hit, chance, and health. I would just roll off that health for like crit hit damage, and that's a pretty good backpack. Otherwise, there's no DZ exclusive loot as of China Light targeted loot. And then finally in DZ East, we got Providence Defense. So we actually get another chance to get the gift with perfect vigilance on it. Now with the rainbow loot fix, it should be easier to find a pretty decent one. So definitely get into the DZ East today if you want to get that backpack. Providence Defense doesn't come around too often, so I would definitely try to get the gift backpack today. And shout out to Michael, I hope you get one, man. Alright, agents, we're over here on the north side highlights. We got Circle of Concern at Camp White Oak, so you know how it is. Any build where you got an SMG, especially my latest ones, like the Hunter's Fury ones with SMG and shotguns, it's always worth it to run Circle of Concern over Providence Defense. So that's definitely worth farming for if you have any SMG builds. And then we got Alp Summit at Coney Island Ballpark. So I would want to get a chest piece with Empathetic Resolve on it. Otherwise you can get the Percussive Maintenance with Perfect Tech Support, but that belongs on a Wyvernware or on a U piece. Our MMRs at the amusement park, if you want to grab a Mantis you can. Otherwise the Nemesis is still tied behind the quest. So you gotta do the quest first to get the Nemesis. If you want a high-end MMR, I would get the White Death or Elk's Long Stick with Perfect Ranger. And then here is Badger Tough, what I'm gonna have to be farming for today. Now, this can get you the 0F's name chest piece with Perfect Unbreakable. I need one for the Ridgeway's Pride Vest exotic quest line. So you have to finish the summit, which has Bellstone Armory today as targeted loot. So that's actually pretty good if you want to get the everyday carrier. You can comment below if you've gotten the Liquid Engineer to drop from an NPC from Bellstone Armory. Otherwise, it is classified as DZ exclusive loot from the data miners. I actually had to finish floor 100 for a second time yesterday. Now that's because the exotic Ridgeway's Pride chest piece, you need to clear all floors, every single one from 1 to 100, and you have to make sure to get the normal, hard, challenging, heroic and legendary exotic parts for the Ridgeway. Then you have to clear floor 100 to get this exotic quest line, and one of them is to donate something with Perfect Unbreakable. So you need the 0S chest piece with Perfect Unbreakable just to donate to get the Ridgeway's Pride, and that's the exotic part of the quest 1. Anyway, let's go check out the west side targeted loot. Alright, agents, we're over here on the west side targeted loot. First off, we got holsters at Federal Emergency Bunker. That's the Imperial Dynasty holster and the Forge holster with 50% extra shield health to it. You got rifles over here at Bank HQ if you need the Diamondback or Merciless, or a good classic M1A. Best damage talents on that are always going to be Boomerang, Ranger, and Rifleman, or you can get the Baker's Dozen named Classic M1A, especially if you're on console. You got Overlord at DCD headquarters if you want the Fox's Prayer knee pads with 8% damage to targets out of cover. You always want to have that running if you don't have like 4 pieces of Hunter's Fury or something, one of those builds. It's still meta to have that Fox's Prayer because that damage to targets out of cover is multiplicative damage and it's better than having over 200% crit hit damage. We also got Providence at Tidal Basin today. So the gift is great to farm, but if you're going to farm for actual targeted loot, Providence Defense, just pieces besides the actual gift backpack, I would farm in here at Tidal Basin because DZ loot quality is really low. And then we got shotguns at West Atomic Park if you want the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. The new Mop with 10% armor on kill as the third attribute. I would roll close and personal on that. And then gear sets in Foggy Bottom, anything but System Corruption, which is a DZ exclusive, and then Foundry Bulwark or Future Initiative chest and backpack pieces, which are still locked behind the Iron Horse raid. Walker Harrison Co. for that Chain Killer Perfect Headhunter chest piece, and then gloves at Downtown West for those BTSU gloves, and Contractor's gloves with 8% damage to armor baked right into them. Alright, let's go check out the east side. Alright, agents, here we are on the east side highlights. We got submachine guns at Grand Washington Hotel. So, of course, Lady Death. You get the backfire if you haven't gotten it from the seasons already yet. Or, sorry, if you have. You can farm for a good Vector variant or MPX. And then finally, you can farm the Safety Distance and Swap Chain named SMGs in the Light Zone. The Dark Winter and the Apartment are DZ exclusive. Gear system mods at Judiciary Square if you need those max 12% crit chance, 12% crit damage, 6% crit chance mods, whatever you're looking for. Chest pieces at Federal Triangle for that tardigrade armor exotic. And then of course LMGs at American History Museum. Now that's the exotic, Pestilence, and Bullet King. You can get those both. Or named LMGs like the Carnage, the Quiet Roar, the Sleipnir, which you can craft at the White House, the Good Times, New Reliable. There's quite a bit of those named LMGs. We got doubles for holsters and Walker Harrison Co. But we do have Douglas and Harding at Space Admin. So if you want to get the Punch Drunk mask with 20% headshot damage baked right into it, goes great with Dodge City holster builds and Perfect Headhunter builds. I would definitely go for it today. Space Admin's an easy mission too. Alright, agents, well, real quick, we got Grupo Sombro at East Mall, so 1 piece for DPS builds and 2 pieces for explosive skill damage builds. Alright, agents, let's go check out what we got in New York City, and then I'll let you guys go. Alright, so in New York City, targeted loot highlights, we got Bellstone at the Tombs, so you can farm that instead of farming over there at the Summit today. You got knee pads at Civic Center, so that's Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads, Fox's Prayer knee pads, and Sawyer's knee pads. We also got doubles for Sokolov and backpacks, and for shotguns as well. We got Honda U at Battery Park, so the Force Multiplier backpack with perfect combined arms goes great on the turret drone build for sure. And then Petrov at Financial District if you want to farm for the Contractor's gloves. That's a lot easier to farm for than farming for gloves, but gloves isn't too bad to farm for either. And then yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, it's all doubles over here. You can get masks at Liberty Island, so the Coyotes mask, the Vials mask, and then the Punch Drunk mask, which I would farm Douglas and Harding for sure, not masks alone. Alright, agents, well that was the target of loot for today. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed my content. Remember, if you would also like to become a member, click the join button below to further support my dream of being a full-time content creator. You can grab some Shadow Gaming merchandise or become a patron on Patreon today. Subscribe star if you like alt tech. Hey man, just watching till the end of the video is actually really awesome, so I really appreciate who's still listening. Take care, agents, and be sure to stay tuned for more daily dedicated Division 2 content. This is Agent Shadow signing off. I will see you in my next video. Take care, agents.